Inside Lincoln Financial Field, the sounds of silence will remain until next season. Outside, that's a different story. You can hear their fans' anger a mile away.
I'm angry! 3 points! 3 stinking points!
Yep. I don't know what to do. I can't take it anymore. I just can't take it anymore. I'm sick of the drop passes. I'm sick of Thrash. I'm sick of Pinkston. And I'm sick of Reed.
Anytime we play in these big games like that, the weaknesses show up. Today, receivers, nobody could get open. McNabb got hit way too many times, and you know what? A letdown again. It's just tough to stomach. Tough to stomach to sit on a third year in a row.
We suck. And the third straight loss in the NFC Championship has become the toughest pill to swallow. Taking another step down the road of failure is tough. But when frustration begins to cloud your judgment, unfortunately, it's always easy to turn a hero into the scapegoat.
They need to get rid of McNabb. They need to get rid of Reed. 3 years in a row, we cannot do it with the people we have. I'm so disappointed.
I know Andy Reid and Donovan have done the best job they can, but you know what? They need to try harder because this is ridiculous. This is just ridiculous.
Reid made some bad calls. Defense didn't play very well. It's not McNabb's fault. Reid made bad judgment bringing him back in after he got hurt. He should have brought in Coy. That's what he should have did. And I still love the Eagles, and I'll be here next year.
We weren't all lathered up going.
Oh, yeah, that was bad.
Who was lathered up?
We should have won. Damn it, we should have won this game.
You know,
Damn it! We should have won this game. No timeout, nothing.
So as this sea of anger spreads back into the city of Philadelphia, it's clear this team handed the town a loss they weren't ready to handle. Outside Lincoln Financial Field, Mike Rogers, Comcast Sportsnet. There's nothing better than a night at the ballpark, even when you're on a limited budget. Well, I'm starting with $20. I want to know if it's going to get me in the building and how much money I'm going to have left for food. Believe it or not, getting in for less than $20 is a possibility. When you go to this bank, there's still a chance to walk away with some change.
Well, we have a couple of bargains, not only standing room, but we have something, for instance, on tonight's game, where we have seats in our 300 and 400 level. If they're not sold by 4 o'clock, we actually drop the prices down. From the $18 seats drop down to $14, and the $15 seats drop down to $10. And a lot of people know that and come to the games and look for those bargains.
If the game happens to be sold out, a bargain can still be found. In the early going, standing room only has become a hot ticket. 500 standing room tickets remain hours before game time, but most leave the yard in a hurry.
Out of here!
They're $10 each, and you can stand anywhere where there's standing available, either on the concourse or upstairs.
And if you're standing for $9, don't worry. There's still a place to put your favorite hot dog and beer. You can thank Phillies president David Montgomery for that idea. But when it comes to finding a steal on Ashburn Alley, there's only one place to turn. $1 hot dog, that's a pretty good buy.
Dollar dogs, have to have them. All the little kids and adults too. $1 hot dog, $1 pretzel, and $1 soda.
And as you can tell, it is the same size as the regular hot dog.
Oh, that I wouldn't guarantee. I wouldn't guarantee that.
But it tastes just as good.
Oh, it's delicious.
That's the best $1 hot dog that I've ever had.
Now, if you've got the cash, your favorite ballpark treat can be found. Food prices around the ballpark remain consistent, but fan favorites seem to vary.
a cheesesteak. You have to. You're in Philly.
Definitely a pretzel. It's Philadelphia. You have to get a pretzel.
Cotton candy.
Sausage sandwich is the best. Most definitely.
It's awesome.
Onions, everything on it.
When you come to the ballpark, is that the one thing you have to get every time?
Most definitely. That or a cheesesteak, but I think tonight I'm going to have both.
Unfortunately, my 20 won't let me go that far, but the bottom line to this game is that baseball still remains the best buy in town. Whole evening at the ballpark, how much are you looking to spend?
About $60, $70 usually.
Is it worth it?
Absolutely. I love baseball. I've always loved baseball, so Yeah, definitely worth it.
In fact, a family of 4 could come down tonight for $40. In this day and age, you can barely go to a movie for $40, so it is a great bargain.
One of the best things about Citizens Bank Park is if you happen to be a little low on cash, well, they now take credit cards at most of the concession stands. What a convenience that is.
I'm sorry, Mr. Rogers. It looks like your credit card's been denied.
Good thing it's Citizens Bank Park. An ATM is always right around the corner. Mike Rogers, Comcast Sportsnet.
It's your birthday. We gonna party like it's your birthday.
Once again, South Street was the place to meet, especially if you're a fan of everyone's favorite Sixer and one of the biggest hip-hop artists around.
I'm here to see both of them because I'm a fan of Allen Iverson and 50 Cent.
Y'all probably don't listen to rap music, none of y'all, but y'all know who he is.
And y'all know in the club, don't.
Allen Iverson and 50 Cent took the RBK by storm, introducing their latest digs. Combining the NBA's and hip-hop's biggest stars is already a perfect fit.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
Simple as that. I mean, you know, that's all rappers do is watch basketball, and that's all we do is listen to rap and watch videos. You know, that's get us motivated before games and everything. You know, it's just, like I said, it's peanut butter and jelly.
I told the people at Reebok, put me next to AI. You know what I mean? I want to be hot, okay? Anything else is okay.
While Iverson and 50 Cent have come together to endorse Reebok, as far as the two working in the studio together, well, the answer to that question was obvious.
No. The response that I got from the album that I did, you know, was so bad it just took the desire away from me. And it was just always a childhood dream, me and my crew to do it. So now I just, you know, started my label and, you know, just put those guys on label and let them live out that part of my dream for me.
So what about a one-time performance with 50? The question had to be asked. You guys maybe like bust something out together? Maybe like get your birthday or something? No?
I want you to come here and perform.
I think I'll keep my day job. Mike Rogers, Comcast Sportsnet.
Baseball has been good to me. I just don't think I would be as successful had it not been for the game as a subject of what I do.
What he does will impress you with every stroke.
Get some fresh paint.
And the name at the bottom of the portrait is one I'm sure you've seen.
Dick Perez.
Dick Perez has been capturing Phillies history for the last 31 years. They say every picture has a story. So consider this artist a storyteller of our national pastime.
This is Calumet Stadium. You have a certain quirkiness to your personality that runs through the poet, the writer, the musician, the painter, the sculptor. There's something there. They want to express themselves or something, or they feel they want to say something, but they don't want to say it on a podium. They want to say it in some other way of expression. Now, here's a great story.
What Perez has been trying to express? The artistic elements found in this classic game. Nuances and details he's magnified in his life's work.
It's just a lot of color. There's a lot of ballet, a lot of body movement, a lot of opportunity to display the human form in doing great things.
But it's the smallest things that Perez is the most proud of. The eye of the creative beholder finds his beauty in many different ways.
I like the Mike Schmidt because it was a great experiment in how many different colors you can have. If you go into that face and you look and you see all the different colors that a face has, or a skin, you know, there are blues and greens and reds and oranges and yellows, and they're all there. And that kind of fell together nicely for me. The glove in the Carlton painting is I don't know why, but worked out terrific. I just look at that and I might just cut it out and just frame that. Just the glove in the hand, the way it's so, and it's personal, and I you know, I don't think you can really choose one, you know.
If there was one area that allows the artist his truest form of expression, it would come from the players of days past.
Some great names. I mean, this is the cream of the crop. I prefer painting older uniforms because they're baggy. They have folds all over the place. Some of the faces have folds all over the place. Some of the old ball players, hard-drinking old guys that you know, like the Eddie Planks and the Rube Waddells and all those guys, were all hard-drinking guys, and it showed in some of their faces.
And the window of opportunity has re-emerged for Perez. The Phillies' new ballpark will feature a gallery of his work, a tribute that will allow you to brush up on the history of the game.
You have changes of uniforms, you have ballpark changes, you have signage that doesn't exist anymore, you have fans who they all wore hats to the ballpark. You had kids who actually got on the field to get autographs. Nothing's prepared. So there's a lot of that you can create images of. And my hope is to accomplish that among the 32 paintings that I'll be doing for this particular section in the new ballpark. I think this is ready.
The finishing touch to a remarkable career.
It's a keeper.
I'm Mike Rogers for Comcast Sportsnet.
It's an intense situation that no other inning really creates.
Struck him out to end the game.
The hardest outs to get are the last 3 outs in baseball. You got to be able to have that part in order to get to the World Series or get into postseason.
It's become the one part a championship team can't live without.
Erstad says he has it. The Angels, world champions.
But he gives away the 9th inning. It's not like we're playing against time, we're playing against innings.
And the last inning is where these men thrive.
Call third strike, ball game over.
To be a closer, you got to be crazy. You know, sometimes you got to say, you know, that game is for crazy people, not for stupid. That's what you got to be. You got to be crazy to play this game, because if you're a closer and you blow in a save, you know the fans going to be all over you, and you got to be ready for be here the next day.
But getting ready for the next day starts by erasing the day before. From hero to GOAT, each day brings a new high and low.
You have to have lack of memory, more or less amnesia. You know, what happened yesterday, good or bad, is not going to be good. You know, it's not going to be relevant today.
It's a very short-lived experience you have out there in the 9th inning. It's a very important role, but sometimes it only lasts for 10, 12, 15 pitches, and it's over one way or another. And you just have to gear up for the next day.
Becoming a great closer is not always about what you have here. Being even stronger up here is just as important. Delving into the mind of the closer, you have to wonder what they're thinking about, how do they manage their emotions, and most importantly, how do they handle the pressure?
Deep down the right field line, that's going back, it's going to be gone!
Physically, everybody has an ability to be here, but that physical part and that mental part will separate a lot of people.
The mind can be a very powerful weapon, and it also can destroy you in this role because of the lack of times you throw, or maybe the situations that come about.
But so far, this converted starter has handled these situations better than anyone in the game. In 2 seasons, the closing time experiment has equaled over 90 saves, a number and reputation that will only continue to grow.
Right now, he's the best closer that I've ever witnessed, because he not only throws 95 to 97, he's got a great slider and a great split, and his mound presence is by far better than everybody I've ever seen.
If you had to pick one and you have a pitcher that throws a 97-mile-an-hour fastball, 91 split, and 87 slider, and has good touch on the ball too, there's no question it'd be Smoltz.
But even the best get beaten, a fact that just goes with the territory.
Shoot, that's the nature of this job. You come into those situations and get them out, you feel great. If you don't, you feel terrible.
For Phillies Clubhouse, I'm Mike Rogers.
Financial field for Sunday's game. And what happens if they do? Mike Rogers tackles that topic from the land of cheese.
Inside the Packers Pro Shop, you find one of the hottest selling items in Green Bay. This is a must-have for every cheesehead. But next to the price tag, there should also be a disclaimer. Packers fans, beware. Leave your cheese in Wisconsin.
Yeah, don't wear a cheese head. You might get knocked out. You know, it's tough. It's a tough place. You know, you got those Philly fans. They're tough. They're a bunch of tough fans. They really love the Eagles out there. And Packer fans, just be careful.
I wouldn't wear anything green and gold. Probably not the cheese head. It'd probably be destroyed by the end of the first quarter.
Always safe wearing the cheese anywhere you go.
Anywhere you go.
Anywhere you go.
Even Philadelphia?
Even Philadelphia. Even Oakland. Anywhere you go, you wear. Follow the Packers, you wear whatever you have to wear.
Okay. Simple warnings that seem to be overlooked. Is our reputation slipping in the city of brotherly love?
If I lose it, well, then I hope they fill it with cheesesteak. So we can all tailgate in the parking lot and have some. I'll bring the beer and the cheese, and they can bring the cheesesteaks.
I have to tell you something. They're not that friendly.
They're not. Well, hey, they haven't met me. I'm from Texas. I'm friendly.
Go, Pack, go! Woo! Yeah.
Confidence in your headgear is one thing, but confidence in your team, that's a given in this city.
The Packers are going to win, so you guys have no chance.
Stone's extremely pumped about the chances to advance. Sunday here at the game, I had a chance to come to the game, and it was just incredible to be here for the playoff experience again. And we look forward to the opportunity to go to Philadelphia. We know the Eagles are a very good team. They came into Lambeau Field, unfortunately, and had a better night, and we're just hoping to have a better outcome this weekend.
And this looks like the perfect gift for the Packers players because come Monday, yeah, these things should come in handy. In Green Bay with the Packers, Mike Rogers, Comcast Sportsnet.
All right, thanks, Mike. Meanwhile, back here.